Idaho, a land of rugged mountains and pristine wilderness, holds many natural wonders. Towering forests and rushing rivers define its landscape. Among these treasures lies Payette Lake, a sparkling gem nestled in the heart of the state. Its crystal-clear waters reflect the sky, a mirror to the heavens. People flock to Payette Lake each year, drawn by its beauty and serenity, but beneath the surface, a mystery lurks, a legend whispered on the wind. This is the story of Sharlie, the monster of Payette Lake. The earliest recorded sightings of Sharlie date back to the 1920s. It was a time when the world was still full of mysteries and the unexplored corners of the earth held secrets waiting to be discovered. Back then, Payette Lake was even more remote than it is today. Nestled in the rugged wilderness of Idaho, it was a place where nature reigned supreme, untouched by the hands of modern civilization. A place of untamed beauty and whispers of the unknown. The dense forests and pristine waters created an atmosphere ripe for legends and folklore. It was during this era that stories of a strange creature began to surface. The locals, who had lived in harmony with the land for generations, started to share tales of an enigmatic being lurking in the depths of the lake. Locals whispered of something moving beneath the water's surface, something large and serpentine. They spoke in hushed tones, fearing that speaking too loudly might summon the creature from its watery lair. These early accounts were often dismissed as tall tales. Skeptics scoffed at the idea of a lake monster, attributing the sightings to overactive imaginations or the effects of isolation in the wilderness. Fishermen exaggerating their catch or imaginations running wild under the vast Idaho sky. Yet the stories persisted, passed down from one generation to the next, growing more detailed and vivid with each retelling. But as the years passed, more and more people came forward with similar stories. The sightings became more frequent, and the descriptions of the creature more consistent. It was no longer just a figment of the imagination. It was becoming a part of the local lore. The legend of Sharlie began to take hold, spreading like wildfire through the small towns and logging camps surrounding the lake. The creature became a topic of conversation in every household, a source of both fear and fascination. It was as if the creature itself was becoming bolder, its presence more difficult to ignore. The once quiet whispers grew louder, and the legend of Sharlie became an integral part of the community's identity. The mystery of Payette Lake had captured the imagination of all who heard the tales, and the legend was just beginning to unfold. Descriptions of Sharlie varied from witness to witness. Each account added a new layer of mystery to the creature that seemed to defy explanation. Some claimed it was a giant fish, unlike any species known to man. They spoke of its immense size and unusual features which set it apart from any known aquatic life. Others spoke of a creature with a long, serpentine body and a head that rose several feet out of the water. This description painted a picture of a beast that was both majestic and terrifying, gliding through the water with an eerie grace. Still others described humps and swirls on the lake's surface. These sightings often occurred at dawn or dusk, when the light was low and the water was calm, making the disturbances all the more noticeable and unsettling. Unexplained disturbances that hinted at something large moving beneath. The water would ripple and churn as if something massive was gliding just below the surface, hidden from view but undeniably present. One consistent detail emerged from these early encounters: Sharlie's size. Despite the varying descriptions, everyone agreed that the creature was enormous, far larger than any fish or known lake inhabitant. Most witnesses agreed that the creature, whatever it was enormous. Its sheer size was enough to inspire awe and fear in equal measure, leaving a lasting impression on those who saw it. Larger than any fish they had ever seen. The comparisons to known species only served to highlight how extraordinary Sharlie was, a true anomaly in the natural world. Some estimated its length to be upwards of 30 feet, its body as thick as a tree trunk. These estimates, though speculative, were based on the fleeting glimpses and partial views that witnesses had of the creature. Stories like these sent chills down the spines of even the most skeptical listeners. The idea of such a massive, unknown creature lurking in the depths of the lake was enough to make anyone uneasy. fueling the legend and ensuring that Sharlie's story would be passed down through generations. Each retelling added new details and embellishments, keeping the legend alive and growing with each passing year. Around campfires and in cozy living rooms, the tale of Sharlie was shared with wide-eyed children and curious adults alike. The story became a part of the local folklore, a symbol of the mysteries that still lurk in the natural world. Over the years, sightings of Sharlie were reported in local newspapers and on television, each new account adding to the creature's mystique. The media coverage only served to deepen the intrigue and draw more attention to the legend. Scientists and researchers were drawn to Payette Lake, hoping to uncover the truth behind the sightings. They conducted studies and explorations, but the elusive nature of Sharlie made it difficult to gather concrete evidence. Despite the advanced technology and dedicated efforts, Sharlie remained a mystery. The creature seemed to evade capture and clear documentation, adding to its legendary status. The legend of Sharlie became a cherished part of the local culture. Festivals and events were held in its honor, celebrating the mystery and wonder that the creature represented. Children drew pictures of Sharlie, their imaginations fueled by the stories they heard. As the sun set over Payette Lake, the whispers on the water continued. The legend of Sharlie lived on, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown and the power of storytelling. As the legend of Sharlie grew, so did the mystery surrounding it. Payette Lake, with its serene waters and misty mornings, became the epicenter of countless tales and speculations. The locals, as well as curious visitors, often found themselves gazing into the lake, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature. Some believed it was a plesiosaur, a prehistoric marine reptile thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago. The idea of such a creature surviving in the depths of Payette Lake captured the imagination of many. Paleontologists and enthusiasts alike debated the possibility, pointing to the lake's depth and isolation as potential factors for such a creature's survival. Others theorized it was a giant sturgeon, a species of fish known to grow to incredible sizes. Sturgeons, with their ancient lineage and impressive size, seemed a plausible explanation for the sightings. Fishermen and biologists weighed in, discussing the habits and habitats of these remarkable fish and whether one could be mistaken for a lake monster. But no definitive evidence emerged to confirm or deny these claims. The lake remained calm and mysterious, with only the occasional ripple to hint at the secrets it might hold. Despite numerous expeditions and investigations, Sharlie continued to elude capture, leaving behind only stories and fleeting glimpses. The most compelling piece of evidence came in 1944. During this time, the world was in the throes of World War II, and yet the small town by Payette Lake found itself at the center of a different kind of intrigue. The local newspaper ran a story that would forever change the town's history. A group of people, including the local postmaster, witnessed Sharlie firsthand. Their account was detailed and consistent, describing a creature unlike anything they had ever seen. The postmaster, a respected figure in the community, lent credibility to the sighting, and soon the story spread like wildfire. They described a creature with a long, snake-like neck and a head that resembled a horse. This description matched many of the earlier accounts, adding a layer of consistency to the legend. Artists and illustrators began to create renderings of Sharlie, each one capturing the eerie and majestic nature of the creature. The creature swam on the surface for several minutes, allowing the witnesses ample time to observe it. This prolonged sighting provided a rare opportunity for detailed observation, and the witnesses noted the creature's movements, its size, and the way it interacted with the water. Their descriptions painted a vivid picture of a creature that seemed both real and otherworldly. Their account, deemed credible by many, added fuel to the fire of Sharlie's legend. The story was picked up by newspapers far and wide, and soon Payette Lake became a hotspot for monster hunters, researchers, and the merely curious. Each new sighting, each new piece of evidence only deepened the mystery, ensuring that the legend of Sharlie would endure for generations to come. The 1944 sighting was a turning point in the story of Sharlie. No longer could the creature be dismissed as mere folklore. Multiple witnesses, including a respected member of the community, had seen it with their own eyes. The news spread like wildfire, attracting attention from newspapers and magazines across the country. Payette Lake, once a quiet retreat, became synonymous with the mysterious creature that supposedly inhabited its depths. Tourists flocked to the area, eager to catch a glimpse of Sharlie for themselves. Local businesses capitalized on the legend, selling Sharlie-themed souvenirs and offering boat tours in hopes of spotting the elusive creature. Sharlie, once a source of fear and speculation, had become a local celebrity. The legend of Sharlie continued to evolve in the decades that followed. In the 1950s, a new nickname for the creature emerged: Slimy Slim. This moniker, coined by a local newspaper, reflected the creature's alleged slippery skin and slender form. Whether Slimy Slim was a new creature entirely or simply another name for the same elusive entity remained a matter of debate. Regardless of its name, the creature continued to capture the imaginations of locals and visitors alike. Sightings continued to be reported, each one adding to the growing body of anecdotal evidence. Some witnesses described Slimy Slim as being a dark, almost black color, while others claimed it had a greenish hue. The mystery deepened and the legend of Payette Lake's monster lived on.